for joining me for my birthday. Thank you so much for joining for my birthday. And I am Renee, and I am the creator of Sista Story. And I'm sure there are a lot of Sista Story things out there, but this one is a little different. Today's my birthday. I'm so grateful that the good Lord has allowed me to be here and to be in this space and in this place with family and they all over here on this other side and to support me in this effort. And I'm just going to share a little bit about my story, and then I'm going to do few little songs for y'all. And I'm really kind of in a nervous place, and I'm not really sure why, but I think when you go through things and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and even when you don't want to, but you feel the pull of God on your life to do some things, to step into something that is uncomfortable. And but at the same time, I do believe that this is what the Lord would have me to do at this time in my life, and I'm so grateful that He, allowed me to do it, to choose me to do it. And so I hope you go visit the website. Now you got to go to the website. It's Sista, not with ER, so it's SISTA-story.com. Make sure you go to SistaStory.com. Join our community, join our tribe. My goal, and I believe what the Lord has really called me to do at this point in time and season in my life, is to really share stories of other women who are doing well, who are succeeding in life and beating the odds, overcoming obstacles. And the truth of the matter is we all face so many different challenges. I mean, this global pandemic has been something that I believe a lot of people have had challenges with. And I can say that, families have been impacted and ours has. And so I pray for all of you who are grieving. I pray for you all who have had loss in your families. And I hope that you are encouraged by this, that you can overcome it, you can get through it, and you can live through it, and you can even thrive after it. So I wanted to tell my story, and I got my baby here with me, Jazz, my oldest child, and shout out to my son, Justin, who came to see me, and my bonus son, Devin. I love you three. I love my family. Thank God for my parents and my siblings and my two sister cousins here with me as well. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful that I didn't quit. I'm grateful that I didn't quit. So I deal with this autoimmune disease called hidradenitis suppurativa, and got diagnosed a few years ago, about 10 years ago, but yeah, 10, thank you, Jasmine. And so, but anyway, I realized that I've had issues with it right after I got pregnant with my daughter, and who's the oldest, and just looking back, I was just thinking this whole week about all the things that have transpired. And for a long time, for many of those years, I was okay. I really was fine. I could deal with flare-ups. And I'll put a link in the description about hidradenitis suppurativa from the Mayo Clinic and some other medical places that actually give a really good description of it. It affects people differently, but I'm in stage 3, and these past few years, it has been a huge challenge, just a huge challenge on me physically, emotionally, and mentally too. So I have to say that I have experienced such pain that is unbelievable. And I read somewhere in a medical article that hidradenitis is like, or HS as it's commonly known as, is like the number or the third most severe pain that people can feel. And the thing about it is, if you look at me, you would never know. You just would know. You think I'm fine, And I was for a very long time. I could deal, like I said, I could deal with flares. But the past 2 years, late 2018, all the way through 2021, this very moment, I experienced pain without relief. Like I would have months of relief, and I'd be so happy. I could walk well, I could do everything like I always did. But then this hit me, and hit me really hard, and I couldn't do me. I couldn't be me. And that was so hard. And I feel so for people, and I started listening to other people's stories and just pray for them, because to want to move like you used to move, to want to be who you used to be, and you're screaming to get out, and it's hard when you can't be that person. And let me just say, I believe in the Lord. I believe in the Word. I have not experienced my physical healing yet, but I do know that I will. But I wanted to help people who may be dealing with an issue that is trying to take you out. I told my daughter, I said, this is the most disrespectful disease. It has to be. It's so disrespectful. Like every disease is disrespectful. But it is so disrespectful. And she's the only one who's like been up close with me and walked with me through it, because she lives with me. So and so she's been there. She's had to serve me. She's had to wait on me. She's had to, go get things, bring it to me. She just has to live through it all. And no parent wants their child to ever, and I'm young. I mean, y'all saw I put 52 up there because that's according to my birth certificate. But in real life, I'm really 47 because I'm supposed to be the baby of my family. So the boys are 48, twins, Matthew and Mark. They're 48, but I'm really 47. Okay, so let's just settle that. And I'm telling you, it's okay, because see, my name needs reborn. So I can be born again how many times I want to. I could be 2 if I wanted to. I could be a big old 2-year-old. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, but at this age, I expected to be doing so many things, and I'm so grateful that's why I said I'm so glad I didn't quit, because there are days and times that I really want to. The thoughts enter your head, and emotionally and mentally, it weighs you down, because you see people. I can see people walking. I see beautiful women walking. I was like, I just want to wear my heels and walk again. I want to walk like I used to. I want to go up the steps like I used to. I want to go down the steps like I used to. On good days, I can do it, and I thank God for those. And and so that's why I know my healing is coming, because God always gives me little signs, right? And so I received it by faith, and but I know it's going to manifest. But I want to just share that if whatever you're going through, just be strong in God. The only way, I don't see how people make it through this particular disease, or any disease actually, but this particular one without the Lord. I had the privilege when I first made a post about me sharing my story and just putting it out there, what I was dealing with when it attacked my body. Someone reached out to me, and she's much, she's half my age actually, and a beautiful, beautiful young woman. And I can't tell you, just having that conversation with her, what that did for me and what it does for her, because we have to have somebody to talk to. And here's the thing, no matter what our issues are, we all need somebody to talk to, especially people of faith. Sometimes, and for me, it was like, do I be this strong Christian, this strong woman of God that I claim to be, that I know I am, but yet nothing is happening, nothing is changing, things are getting worse, And so it looks like, but I'm reminded that the evening and the day are the first day with God, right? That's the day for God. And so he shows up in those evening hours for me. When I've laid in my bed and asked God to just take me to glory, because it hurts so bad. And I remember Jasmine hearing me say that one time. And I remember her, after she helped me with a wound or whatever, she went back to her room, and I heard her do this horrible scream. And she just cried out to the Lord. And I remember having to gather myself to call her and say, oh, baby, it's going to be okay. Mama's going to be fine. But let me tell you, you cannot walk through things alone. I don't care what your issue is, whether it's divorce, whatever when it's loss, you can't walk through it alone. The enemy, what he wants us to do is to get into this shell and not come out. Just withdraw, because I find myself withdrawing a lot, or I found myself doing that. And it wasn't because I wanted to, but I didn't know what else to do. I really didn't, honestly. And I'm so grateful that I have a family, though, who, even though they don't know the degree of it, they understand me, and they know I'm not who I always have been. And so, except for how we kid and stuff, I'm still doing that, and they still check me and stuff. But they have been so supportive through prayer, and they keep telling me to just keep holding on. My dad always says that scripture. I can't think of it now, but as they went, they were healed. And he reminds me of that daily. My mom always tells me, we're just going to believe God. We trust God. We stay in the Word. If I stay in the Word, I'm going to be okay, And I don't know, you may be a sister. You may not, know the Lord that way. I don't know. But I pray today for you that you will seek the face of God for your help, because he really is your strength. He really does. Because every time I wanted to say, I want to go to glory, he would say, no, not yet, because he's giving me too much to do. And so there's something about being resilient and in your fight for life. You got to fight the good fight of faith. And so that's what I'm doing. I am freeing myself, because I'm not going to be ashamed anymore, because there's a lot of shame that comes with this, and Mark hit that key one more time. But anyway, that's my brother keeps. But anyway, he keeps hitting that key like, no. But anyway, but I get distracted easily. But anyway, so yeah, and I don't know what I was saying. Distracted me. But I just want to say that, to wrap it up, is that I love you. I hope you become a part of this community, sisters. I really do. So that we can walk and get free together, because there may be things in your life that you're facing. And if you have overcome, I'm telling you, the testimony of someone else will help you. There's a young lady who's going to be on our podcast, which premieres September 20th. Her name is Melanie Smith. She has encouraged me so, just by things that she's done, and in terms of dealing with an autoimmune disease, and how she just pushes through it. And that lets me know I can too. And so I really feel it's important that we do that for each other, and not feel ashamed that, well, maybe because, people, one young lady I talked to, she said, she was challenged, and she was like, God, are you hearing me? Are you listening to me? And he really is. He really is. Like, he's so there. He's so present. I mean, he's so present. Like, and I don't say that God brings anything on us that's evil or that's bad, but you can rebuke the spirit of infirmity, and then you can just rest in God. See, my problem was, or my challenge was, is that I wasn't even willing to be vulnerable with God, because I felt like he wanted me to be this great woman of faith, when the honest to God truth was, I wasn't. I was weak in that moment, and that's when he reminded me that his strength is made perfect in my weakness. So for that, I'm grateful. And so yeah, that's really all I wanted to share. Make sure you go to the website, SistaStory.com. It's gonna bless you. I want you, if you're a sister out there who has a wonderful story to tell, or you're going through and overcoming something, make sure you share your story with us. You can email us, or just click on the join our community on our website. That's Sista-Story.com, SISTA-Story.com. And yeah, we want to share your story. We got a lot of stuff, good stuff coming out, and I just want to celebrate you and elevate you and encourage you through other women's stories, because I know I'm not the only one. So anyway, we're going to do a few little songs, because I do like to sing. Thank you, Jazz. So she's there for moral support. But yeah, so we're gonna sing. I'm gonna invite my sister and my sister cousins to come on up, and my brother Mark is on keys for us tonight. My sister cousin, we have Karen, we have Katrina, and we have Sandy, or Cassandra. And so yeah, here we go. Oh, okay. Mom, Dad, y'all good? Okay, I think we're gonna switch mics out. Switch mics. Okay. Now this is back up. So it's back in the center. All right, I want to make sure y'all can hear us. All right, so as you see, we all have on our Be Courageous shirt. This is my daughter's t-shirt line, Be Courageous, her brand. And so, Be Courageous by Jasmine and Renee. So we'll have that link in the description as well, so you can actually go and order it. We have a men's line. She has a men's line too, or men's design. So anyway, yeah. So hey y'all. Hey. Y'all ready? Yeah. We only got like 3 songs. There was this other song I wanted to do though, and I just encourage you. And it goes like this: I'll be okay. I'll be alright. It hurts today, but still I'll fight. I'll be okay. I'll be alright. 'Cause my healing is inside. I'll be okay. I'll be alright. It hurts today, but still I'll fight. I'll be okay. I'll be alright. 'Cause my healing is inside. And you'll be okay. You'll be alright. It may hurt today, but still you must fight. You'll be okay. You'll be alright. I see your healing. It is inside. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Healing is inside. Whatever it is, healing is inside. Amen. Amen. It is so. So we're going to do a cute little song. I love this little cute song I wrote some time ago. So all these songs I wrote probably years ago, right? Because y'all old too. We're not old, but whatever. Y'all 40 something, right? Yeah. How old are you? I'm 47. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure you tell them when to come in. Here we go. Has anybody heard about the baby boy born of a virgin long ago? Born into this world of sin so that you and I could live again. Has anybody heard? Anybody heard? Anybody heard? Anybody heard about the man who was led to the slaughter like a lamb? Died upon a rugged cross. He did it just to save the lost. Has anybody heard? Anybody heard? Anybody heard? Then he went into the grave. Didn't stay very long, just 3 days. He rose with all power in his hands, and he is the great I am. Oh, let it come. Now ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? It's mighty good news. Mighty good news. It's mighty good news. Said now ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? It's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? Ain't that good news? Ain't that it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Said that he saves. He heals. He loves. Oh yes he does. That's mighty good news. Mighty good news. It's mighty good news. Said that he saves. He heals. He loves. Oh yes he does. That's mighty good news. Yes, it's mighty good news. Say it one more time. He saves. He heals. He loves. Oh yes he does. That's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Said it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Oh, it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Said it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good. Oh, it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Oh, mighty good news. Mighty good. Said that he saves. He heals. He loves. Oh yes he does. And it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good. Said that he saves. He heals. He loves. So glad he does. It's mighty good news. Yeah. It's mighty good news. One more time he saves. He heals. He loves. Oh yes he does. He does. It's mighty good news. He does. He does. Mighty good news. Oh, it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. It's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good. Mighty good news. Yeah. It's good news. Mom, you like that? Mom like it. Mighty good news. She had never heard. She said mighty good news. She had never heard that. Yeah, so I love that song. It's good news, yes. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good news. Oh, it's mighty good news. Mighty good news. Yeah. Oh, mighty good news. Mighty good news. That he saves, it's good news. That he heals, it's good news. That he loves, that's good news. Oh, we gotta tell everybody. Mighty good news. Tell everybody about this good news. Mighty good news. Mighty good. Mighty good news. All right. Woo-hoo. Next song. Okay, so I love this song too. I wrote this a long time ago too. Yeah, it's called I Love Jesus More Today. The one thing the enemy will always try to do is to make you think God is against you and that God is not with you and that God is not for you. When you're going through these challenges, when you have unexpected loss in your family, when you lose someone that you love that's so close and it's so unexpected, like so many people have during this pandemic. The enemy wants you to think that God has not heard your prayers, that he's not there anymore, that he has turned his back on you. But let me tell you something. The devil is a lie. The truth can't be found in it. Amen. God said he'd never leave us, he'd never forsake us. And that's one of the reasons why I really do love him more. Because that's one thing I remember saying, God, you know what? All this is going on, but I really do love you. If I never get back to the me that I once was, I will always love him. I told God, I love you. I love you, right? And I love him more today than I did yesterday. Hey, come on, let's do this. I'm trying to not come in flat on this song because they say I come in flat all the time. But we're going to try, okay? Here we go. I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday. He's the one who holds my heart in his arms. I'm safe from harm. Under his wings I abide. I'm so glad he's in my life. I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday. Say it now.
I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday.
He's the
one who holds my heart. In his arms I'm safe from harm. Under his wings I abide. I'm so glad he's in my life. I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday. 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 I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday. He's the one who holds my heart.
Oh, yes,
in his arms I'm safe from harm.
Under
Under his wings I abide. I'm so glad he's in my life. I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday. Than I did on yesterday. Than I did on yesterday. Than I did on yesterday.
I love him.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I do. I really love him.
He's faithful and true.
True to me. You see, I love him more today.
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 I love Jesus.
I love Jesus more today
than
I did on yesterday.
He's the one
who holds my heart. In his arms I'm safe from harm. Under his wings I abide. I'm so glad he's in my life. I love Jesus more today.
I really do.
Than I did on yesterday. Than I did on yesterday. Than I did on yesterday. Than I did on yesterday.
Here we go. I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today because you care for me.
Yes.
In such a special way. So I praise you.
Yes.
I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. Oh, my heart, my mind, my soul belongs to you. You paid the price for me. You did it way back on Calvary. So I praise, I lift you up, and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise.
I love him.
Oh, yes, I do. I really love him. Yeah,
He's faithful and true.
true to me. You see, I love him more today.
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 Love him more.
More today.
Love him more. Yeah.
More today.
Love him more today.
More today.
Love him more today.
I love him more today.
That's my blessing.
That's my blessing.
That's my blessing.
today.
I
I
love
love him more today.
said I really love him
I love
more.
him more today.
I love Jesus more today than I did on yesterday, yesterday, yesterday. I love you too, Jen. Oh, I love him more. I really do love him more. I love you more. Dear God, I love you more. Lord, I love you more. I love you more. Lord, I love you more. I love you more. I love you more today than I did, than I did, than I did, than I did on yesterday, than I did.
Than I did on yesterday.
Oh, today.
Than I did on yesterday.
Anybody love him
Than I
more?
did on yesterday.
More than I did on
Than I
yesterday.
did on yesterday.
I really love him
Than I
more.
did on yesterday.
I really love him more. Dear God, I love you more
Yesterday.
than I did.
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love him more. That is my testimony. That is my testimony. And that will be my testimony.
Yes.
Until he takes me to glory, that is my testimony.
Yes.
And then I'll be there to worship him forever and ever.
Yes.
Like, who would want to be in the presence of the Lord? Like, really, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is the thing that I look forward to in life as I go through life. Yeah, there are things that I know God wants me to do that's in his will. Pastor Matt talked today about the will of God and being willing to be a participant in that will, because when you're a participant in his will, you then become a recipient of all that he has to offer you. God just wants to be in a relationship with us. He wants to carry us through. And honestly, let me tell you something. When you think about Joseph's journey, because I am on this journey to healing and restoration. And whatever that looks like in God's will, that is what I desire. I want his will for my life. Can somebody else say amen? Say that for yourself. Want the will of God. Desire the will of God for your life. Because in his will, we know he's there. Like, he's guiding us. He didn't let this come upon me, and he didn't let what has afflicted you. He hasn't let whatever has come upon your life, whatever circumstances you have gone through in your life. God was there with you all the time. He never, ever left, and he never, ever will. Right? And he never will. So anyway, this next song is called This Race, and it's going to be my last song, our last song. Because Pastor Matthew is going to do 3 songs. So, yeah. So, so that's all. Yeah. Hats off to my brother Mark. He is so good. We're not going to lose. This is red. Are we going to lose charge on this laptop? Let me see if we need to plug this up. Yeah, so I love this song. This is a combination of this was influenced by, I believe, Andre Crouchwood and Mark when we kind of, when I first wrote it. Like, I remember writing it, and it was like probably after midnight, and I texted the boys, and because I do audio clips a lot, and this was years ago too, but cell phones were out apparently. Cell phones were out, and it's called this.
Start back.
Yeah. Okay, so we lost.
That's okay.
Okay, that's okay. We need hallucination with Jesus now. Here we go. Here we go. Just hang on in there. We won't get real. Big girls, here we go. This race.
This race to be won is not given to the strong, but to him that endures to the end. So you must hold on, learn to suffer long, 'cause soon we'll be going home. This race to be won is not given to the strong, but to him that endures to the end. So you must hold on, learn to suffer long, 'cause soon we'll be going home.
Remember Jesus, how he endured the cross, despising the shame. No, he didn't faint, and now he sits on his throne next to his holy Father, right where he belongs.
This race is to be won, is not given to the strong, but to him that endures to the end. So you must hold on,
Learn to suffer long.
for long.
Oh, yes.
So we'll be going home.
Now let the time come when I can say I fought a good fight. Oh, yes, I kept the faith.
I kept the faith.
And now I'll have a crown of righteousness. Thanks be to God, I passed the test.
To be one
It ain't
is not
to,
given to the strong.
oh no,
To him
give it to the ones that endures to the end.
must hold on, learn to suffer
Alone,
long.
oh yes.
So we'll be going home.
So count the years.
Count the years as months.
Thanks, Andre Crouch. Count the months.
Count the months as weeks.
Oh,
Count the weeks as days. Any day now we'll be going home.
so count the years.
Count the years as months.
Hey, oh my,
Count the
my.
months as weeks.
We ain't got long.
Count the weeks as days.
Any day now
we'll be going home. We'll be going home.
See, heaven is there. I want to be
We'll be going home.
forever to worship at His feet.
We'll be going home.
I know you wanna go. Know you wanna go. Know you wanna go home.
We'll be going home.
Be with the Father and His Son.
We'll be going home. We'll be going home.
That's all my heart is. My heart is full. Oh Lord,
We'll be going home.
you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go home?
We'll be going home.
Oh,
We'll be going home. We'll be going home. we'll be going home.
Yeah. Yes, we'll be going home. Yeah, after all this is over. So make sure you set your affections on things above, not things on this earth. The things on this earth are temporal. Your pain is temporal, your issues are temporal, your blessings on this earth, everything that you enjoy in life, that's temporal. So make sure you enjoy it. God wants us to have it. He wants us to prosper and be in health and enjoy this beautiful life, live an abundant life full of love, full of joy. He wants us overflowing with all of those great things. He desires this. Is good pleasure to do good things for us. The Father delights in that. He gets a smile on his face. Just like when I do things for my children. They delight and I delight in because they're happy. That makes them happy. So that makes me happy. Right? And so that's how our good Father is. But he doesn't want us to get caught up. We have to have balance. We got to know that there's something greater beyond where we are. The best really is yet to come. Not just for your tomorrow, but for your eternity. The best really is yet to come. Like, can you imagine being able to be with God, your creator, the one who created you? Wow, I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited. I'm excited about my tomorrow that he's given me here on this earth. And I'm excited about spending eternity with him. Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you so much for joining me for my birthday to celebrate 47 years of life. According to my birth certificate, let me get it right. According to my birth certificate, I'm 52. So thank you for celebrating 52 years of life with me today. For the past 2 years, I didn't have the energy, didn't really want to celebrate because things were just not great in my body and in my mind and in my emotions. But this was my way of telling the devil no, of giving him a big slap in his face. Because I could still be under the covers in the bed like I was those days, those birthdays. Because I just didn't want to celebrate. I did not have a celebratory spirit at all. And I was fighting all week with this. But I'm so glad that I stepped out on faith and did it. And I pray you were blessed by it. Whenever you watch it, because YouTube stuff is forever. So whenever you watch this, be encouraged, my sister. Be encouraged, my brother. Brothers, be strong. Sister, take courage. And listen, God is with you. God is for you. I love you. And for my family, all that's here, my parents, my niece, Jasmine, my son, Marcus, and Mark, my brother, and Karen, Sandy, and Trina, thank you so much for this. And I just want to publicly thank my family for walking with me through this. Because I couldn't walk it alone. And I'm so grateful. Be there for people because you never know when you'll need people to be there for you. All right, God loves you. We love you. Thank you so much for watching Sista Story. Visit the website, sista-story.com. So many great things. Join our community. Join our sisterhood tribe. You're going to be glad you did. So many great things. God bless. Okay.